So today's piece is the Violin Concerto in D major by Eric Wolfgang Korngold. It's a piece from the 1930s. Korngold is a Austrian-American composer. He moved to America at some point during World War II, and he's probably the most famous uh, Hollywood composer of that era, and had a lot of success with his concert music, considering that he made most of his income from Hollywood films. So, why do I have this score? I think during an orchestration class in my master's, one of my colleagues was interested in it. And there was one week where we all picked a concerto to talk about. I think I picked Henri Dutilleux's cello concerto, and then one of my colleagues picked the Korngold violin concerto, which was like the oldest piece that anyone picked that week. So, yeah, I'll show you a little bit of the score here. I just have it printed up today. It's a study score by Eulenberg, these yellow ones. It's his Opus 35. It's in 3 movements: Moderato Nobile, Romance / Andante, and then the finale, Allegro assai vivace. And the instrumentation, it looks like 2-2-3-2, then 4-2-1-0. Timpani, percussion, harp, celesta, and strings. Aside from the celesta, it's a very lean orchestra. The 2 trumpets are in B flat, 3rd clarinet is on bass, 2nd oboe doubling English horn, 2nd flute doubling piccolo, 2nd bassoon doubling contra. The percussion list is very conservative, just cymbal, gong, bass drum. And then for the pitch percussion, tubular bells, glock, xylophone, vibes. Not sure how many percussionists. First page of the score looks like this, and the second page looks like that. You can see that it opens with this sweeping gesture in the violin that's doubled by some clarinets, and there's a nice big harp chord along with the strings, pizzicato at the start. Seems to start quite quiet, actually. The recording to this is going to be in the video description, as always, and I'll see you in half an hour to let you know my thoughts. All right, so I'm pretty happy that we got to use this piece to conclude our violin concerti portion, because it's very stereotypical concerto fare. The only thing that sort of sticks out is the sort of like mixed tonality stuff, the chromatic inflections, and sort of modal ideas behind the themes, which make it sound kind of more like Hollywood-esque. And the orchestration is very sparkly, obviously, and the use of register is very stratospheric, like it's very high violin writing most of the time. I liked the use of vibraphone and celesta in the second movement. I think it's kind of an interesting example of early vibraphone orchestral writing, because this would have been in like the 1930s when the vibes were maybe more thought of as a jazz instrument. Yeah, I mean, very luscious orchestration. Clearly, Korngold has worked with a lot of orchestras and has sort of mastered this sort of Hollywood sound, which, I've seen students try to imitate before, and obviously people really gravitate towards the loud, full brass moments. But I found this to be quite reserved most of the time, and I think very good use of pacing with the orchestra. Like, he really saves those big moments for the ends of movements or nearing the ends of movements. It's not bashing you over the head with loud stuff from start to finish or anything. And that could be something to learn from glancing through the score. There's a lot of really sparse moments, actually, and sort of like a cadenza-ish moment in the first movement where the violinist is by themselves for a little while. Next, we're going to listen to some Schoenberg, I think, with Evartung. And yeah, that might be our first Schoenberg piece is next. Is then going to be the next episode.